Hey, what's up, fans from El Tri Online? Joe Rodriguez here with El Super Mojado, and we want to thank you very much for tuning in into another little mini episode of ETO Free Kick. We're going to be talking about the World Cup qualifiers that are pretty much finalized, the final round for the CONCACAF Octagonal. But before we get started, we want to remind everybody to please subscribe to our YouTube channel, allá arribita, and turn those little ding ding, the little alerts, so that way every time we get a brand new video, you guys can check it out. So, Super Mojado, first of all, I want to start off by talking to you about the teams that are part of this Octagonal. So, let's go ahead and take a look at the teams and tell me your thoughts about it.
Well, Joe, I think that, not a lot of changes I see, from the past few qualifiers for the World Cup. I mean, now, with the exception of them turning this into like an Octagonal instead of a hexagonal, but again, El Salvador and Jamaica, Panama, it's teams that we're used to see in this final rounds. Now they get another opportunity. Before it was, when it was six, a couple of these teams you would have to chop them. But now, like I said, with the exception of the Trinidad and Tobago that is not here this time around,
right?
We have, again, El Salvador, Jamaica, and Canada.
No surprises there.
No
really.
surprises.
All right, so now let's talk about Mexico. We want to look at their schedule, and I want to ask you really quick as we take a look at the 14 games that they'll be playing. Is there anything here that concerns you?
Well, not too many concerns, man. I think that this should be a walk in the park for Mexico, man. I think that we have a lot of new players that have a lot of talent. All this young generation that we have, it's definitely I see good things coming out of this, and like I said, these teams they're not showing me much. I don't see the area growing as we would expect to happen. With the years that go by.
Yeah.
And but the only thing that I'm looking forward, and I think a lot of people are looking forward to, is the 2 games against the U.S. Because hay una espinita ahí. There's a little like a bad taste in your mouth from the Nations League, even though that I didn't really like that tournament.
Yeah, but you still want to win this.
Yeah, so
well,
definitely.
I think that looking at the Mexico schedule also, like if they're in a good position by the end of this year, it's going to be great because they're playing most of the games on the road. So the second half of the qualifiers are going to be at home. But now let's talk about their opponents, the U.S. So as we look at their schedule, right, it's crazy because a lot of the criticisms around the whole Pulisic goal, the celebration, and the stuff that the Mexico fans were throwing, was a huge debate. But once they get an opportunity to go and play these games in Jamaica, in El Salvador, in Honduras, I don't think there's going to be any shirtless celebrations out there. But tell me your thoughts about their schedule.
No, I mean, you're right. I mean, when it comes to because they have the El Salvador, Honduras, Panama, right off the bat, they're going to visit these games, these teams. So they're gonna take a lot of pressure, with taking on these teams away first.
Right. So
besides that, if they get good results, I don't see a big upset this time around. I think the U.S. is gonna make it to the World Cup.
Okay, so now that you're talking about that, let's talk about the order where you think things are gonna finish once this is all said and done.
Well, I see U.S. Mexico taking the first place, U.S. coming on second. And then, many people are not going to agree with me, but I see Honduras going in third place. And I either see Canada or Costa Rica going for the el comodín,
Okay. Okay. I do agree that Mexico and the U.S. will both qualify, but I do think that it's going to be the U.S. number 1. Then we're going to have Mexico in second place. Costa Rica is probably going to be the team that's going to end up clinching. But I do kind of agree with you with Canada. They have a lot of great players, a lot of potential. And I think they're being very strategic about where they're going to end up playing a lot of these games. So that's a kind of like a toss. So we'll see how that ends up going. So anyhow, that's all the time that we have, fellas. So thank you very much again for watching us. Make sure, again, that you follow us on all of our social media platforms and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So on behalf of El Super Mojado, I am Joe Rodriguez. Till next time, so long.